Last time on PeakD&D, we got out and we figured out that the whole moonstone place teleported away, and we're figuring out our next move. And we thought that we should go to
Sabletide.
that one, Sabletide, which is the nearest port town, to see if there's a ship, because we think ship is better than walking 3 months across a continent. So then we get to this town. It looks like a ghost town, which we kind of thought because it would be abandoned because they went to the place to get teleported away, but it was like too quiet. So Swahagan pirates came out of nowhere. Actually, we put them to sleep first, and they didn't come out of nowhere. We saw them, and then we fought them, and then there's this magic thing. Orrin didn't do so well. He rolled like 4 ones. He jumped in and out of.
We don't have to focus on that. That's okay.
in and out of windows and stuff. And then we went to the ship to check it out, and we heard some muffled sounds, like the crew was kind of tied up, or this was taken by the Swahagans at some point. And then Orrin was like, Jorva's tail, and then that rung a bell that was my father's ship on the Envoy.
You guys are untying the crew, and we're back on board the Jorva's Tale, which is part of the merchant fleet that is owned and run by the diplomat and master of trade from Jorva, Dedarian Otmar, our very own Ravi Otmar's father. What this ship is doing all the way out here, we don't know. Last we saw it, it was part of the envoy sent from the Vortorian Empire over to Inara before all the other ships were attacked by a bunch of Swahagan pirates from up underneath.
Check out episode 3.
Check out episode 3. More to come from that. In the meantime, we're going to enjoy our moonbucks as our players decide what to do.
I'm gonna come out of bear form and back to
Okay.
Julius.
Yeah.
And
Are you above deck at this point, or do they see you?
No.
happen?
That was the whole point. Is I don't want to
Great.
have people see me as a bear, so I'm
Great.
gonna
Great,
turn
great,
back to a person and reattach my claw.
Yeah, forgive the crudity of this model. I didn't have time
So
to
I-
paint it or make it to scale.
I kind of like scaled downstairs, right? A little bit, because I wasn't sure what was down there. And then I hear Jorva's tail, and I see the sea of people that are like,
Yeah,
gagged.
just like everyone's
Like, wait.
bound and gagged in the hold.
Wait, what? And I run back upstairs.
All right.
So I'm like,
We got to get out of here.
Yeah, cheese it. Set fire to it.
And I run up here, and is it like back here on the thing?
Yeah, you have to like, it's
On the
on
other
the
side.
back of the ship.
It's
You have
on
to,
the
like,
other
lean
side?
out at the rail. You can see it.
You really got to lean, Ravi. I'll hold
It's
you.
on the.
I'll hold you.
What? Oh, he's overboard.
What is this ship?
It's the Jorva's Tail. My God.
Oh God.
He's right. Yes, you confirm that is definitely a ship you have seen in the port of Jorva on many occasions. Your dad has gone to that ship before. You
I
know
had
some
dinner
of
on
the
this
crew.
ship once.
Yeah, you probably did.
Okay.
This is your dad's ship.
Yeah, it's part of his fleet, his merchant fleet.
Captain Percy. You think that's Percy Pennyweather? That's his ship. He's in charge of the ship.
Oh, apparently I know that too. Captain, I run downstairs. I find Captain Percy. I'll ungag him.
Ravi, you're alive. My
Yes.
God, Vortor, be merciful. I can't believe it.
God, the genius.
God, the genius of it. Oh, my God. Percy,
What is-
Ravi?
Hey guys, come help. Friends,
Come
Yeah,
help, friends.
yeah.
All right.
come help ungag everybody.
Good.
All right.
Untie everybody.
Is this the crew?
This is the crew. There's also some other folks who were sent on this ship, a small contingent of them, probably more at one point. You're not 100% sure. As you talk with Captain Percy, if you're going through it, he will tell you that some of them didn't make it. But there's about a handful of merchants. This was a trade-minded vessel. Like, this was all a trade contingency who were going to establish, trade relations and merchant ties to the Elven land. So a lot of these are just civilians, rather wealthy civilians. Seems like there's about 5 of them left. But the whole crew, from what you remember, like there's the captain, the first mate, the gunner, the cook, the lookout, the cannoneer, the quartermaster, and the master of arms.
Name all of them.
I will. First mate Abigail Abercrombie, gunner Benson Brighton, cook Cookie Craghart, Lookout, Blind Joe Jubfoot, and Cannoneer Brug Boom Boom, Beastheart, Quartermaster Fishhook Bubbletart, and Master of Arms Grover Glaveton. Fuck you.
That was for him, so we can write him
I love
down.
it. I didn't write it down.
Great.
It's too fast.
This
but
is Captain Percy.
I want Cookie.
I will hand you that. This is Cookie Craghart. She's a dwarven lady. This is Captain Percy. Ugh. Here, I'm just going to hand you all these guys, and you can I'll tell you who they are. Let's see. First mate, Abigail Abercrombie at your service.
Are these 3D printed then?
No, these are from a set, actually. I haven't had time to paint
Wait,
them
who's
'cause
this? The first mate?
That's the first mate.
Okay, we'll put
Abigail
him next to the
Abercrombie.
captain just for.
Yeah, and then we have
We'll put her down here.
our gunner. This is Benson Brighton. Just Benny to his friends.
Boom Boom. I heard.
Oh yeah, this is the cannoneer.
Are they all in
This is
tuxedos?
Brug Boom Boom.
They're your
Beast
dad.
Heart.
This is your dad's ship.
They're very classy.
Yeah, he's a half orc looking guy. The Master of Arms, Grover Glaveton.
We need to get you guys to a dry cleaner.
This whole episode is just gonna be saying their names a couple times.
This is Blind Joe.
Look out.
The halfling lookout.
You're not really blind, are you, Joe?
What? How dare you?
No, he's deaf.
Well, you have to speak up. Why is he Blind Joe? This is
That would have just been mean.
this is Fishhook. He's the quartermaster. Fishhook Bubbletart is his last name.
Oh, we'll just call you Fishhook.
Hey,
What does the quartermaster do? You're kind of in charge of the crew then?
in charge of all the goods on board
Yeah.
the ship?
Yeah. Inventory.
And this is somebody. Who is
They
this?
sound very piratey.
Crazy.
They do.
But they look like
Because your dad cheated.
they look like we're about to go on the Monopoly
Yeah.
board.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. And this is the
Yeah, they were in search of the dry cleaners when this happened.
This is Sally Sailright. She's the
Navigator.
navigator.
Okay, we'll
Yes.
put her by the. I think it was like
Jazz-
What do they call the
Exercise
person
instructor?
who like steers the ship?
driver.
Helmsman.
The helms person. Yes. Sally. I knew I forgot one. I was like, God damn it.
I thought the captain steered the ship.
Everyone dresses very muted. No, the captain.
Usually everyone takes turns steering.
Navigator and
but you have
navigator and helmswoman.
yeah.
Okay, great.
The captain just kind of looks around.
So if I'm
What
piecing two together,
in Votor's green earth are you doing here? Votor's green Argilia, are you doing here?
That does
I mean,
not roll out the tongue.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see you, and I am thankful for your rescue.
yeah, a lot has happened. But am I to believe that you guys have been tied and gagged down here from Swahagan pirates for 6 weeks now?
It's been quite a journey.
Man, you guys are lucky they didn't eat you.
I think they were going to. They were getting through the fish.
Yeah.
And it's like there are piles of rotten fish, like that obviously have not been, they brought for.
Get the midshipmen on that and get them all off of here.
Yeah, we gotta swab these decks.
Ravi, are you gonna?
But is that right?
Is what right?
6 weeks you've been down here?
The month that went by, that was during the dark timeline.
Yeah. It's only been.
Definitely
It's been several weeks at least. Like
2 weeks, maybe.
it was
Oh,
10
so the
days
month is not
before.
a
So
thing.
Gold Point happened. You went to Sarala. There's been so that was like 10
We slept at least once.
plus days. Yeah,
Definitely
that was
twice.
like I mean it's been a few weeks. It's maybe
Also, when
a
it's
month.
some
Let's
weird-
say a month has
You've
gone
been in
by.
some weird time dungeon.
There was
God
there
knows what happened there.
This is internal.
Yeah,
Like you say.
this is internal.
Shut up,
Nothing
Fishhook.
blind Joe. Nothing.
He couldn't hear.
He blamed you. All right. Great. So Captain Percy,
Yeah, so for weeks you've
Uh,
been.
it's been about 4 weeks. Yes, I believe so. About a month's time.
Wow.
Ravi, they could take us to Jaastien if we need to go there. This could be the ticket. This is what we're looking for.
It's true. How did I get here? Very carefully.
I imagine, yes.
But we actually are in need of travel to the other side of the continent. To Jaastien.
To Jaastien, you say?
Yes.
Well, I suppose we need to get home. We should tell everyone what happened. We don't know, other than the attack. We don't really know what's happened in the past weeks. I assume the others made it through, or someone made it to the Elven lands. Whatever happened to that Elven lady who was
who's the cook's
invited
name?
everyone there? Cookie? Her name is Katie Craghart, is her real name,
Okay.
but everyone calls her Cookie.
Cookie, whip up some dinner, because this is going to take a while.
Aye, Master Ravi.
So my thought is over a meal while they're all like free and stuff, and she can cook,
And they're cleaning also?
and they're cleaning also.
I'm gonna go help in the kitchens.
All right.
I'll divulge the timeline we're on
Okay.
of what happened.
So you sort of catch them up on your journey to Anara, kind of glazing over we were magically transported 3 days ahead of everybody
Yeah.
portion,
I would-
I'm assuming.
I would also as I leave, communicate with you telepathically. Maybe we leave out the old gods are real stuff, the Shadow King
Okay,
threat
so-
to humanity stuff.
Don't mention the pillars.
Yeah, is there anything you're specifically not telling them?
Definitely no time dungeon or
Okay.
the second timeline that we had to fix time.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, why would you mention something that's just
I don't even know what you're talking. I don't
like
even
making shit up?
Yeah, fixed time. What do you mean?
I think that might be it.
We were attacked too. We did get to Gold Point. Inara is the Oracle. We have maintained relations.
Then we came to Sarala to help with the shadow presence here. That's why we first came here.
I said my piece and went to the kitchens.
Julius didn't want you to talk about the shadow presence.
You mean to tell me the storm wall isn't there anymore?
Who's he? Who are you?
What? It's me, Boom Boom.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
This kind of just this really large green-skinned man with these giant tusks. One of them has a gold ring through it, he drilled
nice.
through his own tooth with
Solid.
a piercing in his tooth.
Yeah, the storm wall is no more.
Well, then what are we waiting here for? We got to get over to them Elven lands and get us some more of that treasure. We're supposed to set up trade relations with everyone, right?
Yes,
That's what the 5 of these guys are left to do, right?
but we're across the world at this point from there.
Your point? We've traveled farther for less.
Fair enough. You mind dropping us off at Jaastien first? Also, why am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Well, you
right.
invited us up here for a nice dinner. I thought maybe we was all
You're ruining
equal
the
voices,
crew
equal
hierarchy
seats at the
dynamic.
Yeah, what is?
Well, I have to say, Boom Boom's never been one to stop speaking his mind, I suppose. But
That's fine.
Also,
I just didn't know you called the shots around here.
I don't.
you're in charge.
He actually does
Just
call the
tell
shots.
these people what to do.
Oh, that's right. I'm an Otmar.
Yeah.
I own this ship.
Yeah. Yeah, think how you
Well,
got
yes,
material.
technically
No.
your father does, and I suppose we would be remiss in our duties if we were not to protect his vested interest
I
in
don't.
you.
I don't think I. I don't
I mean,
think I
more
pulled
than
that
just
card.
remiss. More than just remiss.
Yeah, yes. Who's this guy?
He's
that's right.
I'm
He's
his
the-
first mate.
He's the bodyguard.
He's
right?
my
Yes.
valet.
Your valet. That's nice.
No, I'm not on the same level as Paterial. No.
Right. You're one of the inner circle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. He accompanied me from the get go.
Yes. Well, it would be in your father's. That seems like something he would do, is to send you with a protector of some sort.
Yeah, what did I say? So no second timeline and no time dungeon.
But a little shadow presence.
Yeah, there's something
the Shadow
evil
King,
that
that's a
that
thing.
that Julius, my learned bear colleague, as you saw him. Well, no, you didn't, but
You didn't see this. You're going to the bear.
Stay on the airbag.
He's like,
Julius, who's helping in the kitchens.
yeah.
His mom brought
Yes,
us over
all right.
here to help with a problem that they were having,
Quite understandable. Yes. All right.
and which is the same problem that Anara was having. So there's some things connected that we're kind of investigating right now.
Well,
And our next lead is in Jaastien.
interesting.
Yeah.
I've been to Jaastien before many
Yeah, I
times.
mean-
Your father sent me on several trips and voyages that way.
Huh.
I've been.
When do you
to,
get there? Why do you what trades there?
Well, it's not exactly the nice, most welcoming of places. There's quite to be wary. Why do you think we have a small armament aboard this ship as well? We can run into many a dangerous entrepreneur on the open
Absolutely.
sea, as it were.
But Jastien's kind of where that is housed.
Well, it's a presence, I should say, not
Sure.
particularly condoned by anyone, but
Sure.
you follow the right avenues. There's plenty of trade to be had, and you just have to be willing to defend yourself and be smart on the sea. You know, it's just one of those things you learn.
What do you know about Zaro? The town.
Oh, Jaro, yes,
Jaro.
it's the largest trade port in the capital city of Jaastien.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of raucous port towns and a lot of parties, and it's a good place, but business to be done as well. Generally, we partake in a little bit of both, but
Sure.
before we leave, it's like, it's a fun place to visit.
Yeah, that's where
That's where this lead
Where
of
our
yours
lead
is.
takes-
that
yeah.
takes you to Jaro. Yes?
yeah.
Well, it would give us an opportunity to try to reestablish contact with the rest of the fleet. We could potentially send word ahead of ahead on a maybe perhaps a faster ship. It wouldn't perhaps bankrupt this entire voyage if we could pick up some trade goods of some kind. Perhaps just even information.
Sure, because really you've just been
We've been in the dark.
The ship
for
has just
quite a
been
bit, literally.
3-4 weeks just chilling, meandering around with Swahagan people.
Yes, that was unexpected.
That doesn't bode well.
What would you call a win here for you? I mean, you're alive. Let's call that a win.
Absolutely,
You could go
yes.
back and it would be a win.
We were
But
facing a most certain death.
what would be a win? Like cargo-wise, Boom Boom's talking about, getting some treasure and stuff. Like, what would you need to go back to Port Happy here?
Well, all right. Are you talking to me specifically, or
No.
the captain?
I'm
All right,
talking
I'm
to the
gonna-
captain.
not at all.
You said my name. Sorry.
No one's talking to you.
Definitely talking about you, but
What?
not you.
Who said my name? Someone said something.
Nobody blind you.
He looks at you with two perfectly good eyes and just says,
I'm watching you.
he kind of squints one eye and goes like that.
You're the navigator.
I'm the lookout.
Oh.
The navigator's Sally.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me. Shut up. I'm talking to myself again. This is the problem. this is the problem with having a whole crew of people.
So yeah, what would you captain? What would you consider a win for you?
Well, anything we can bring back, and we have there's your father has many connections and a line of credit. We could certainly load up the ship's holds and return to the mainland after dropping you in Jaro, and perhaps we could salvage what is left of this. I think the information you've told us is certainly valuable as well, and people on the mainland will want to. Back in Jorva will certainly want to know, and I think your father will be most relieved of all to find out that you're well and alive.
Absolutely. I know,
such a
I know we
such
I know
a
we sent.
tragedy.
Yeah, we sent word back with
I know I sent him a letter back with the
Dragar.
The paladin,
the paladins
dragon man.
from.
I didn't say that out loud.
What? You
I wasn't saying that out
you can
loud.
talk.
Oh, I know I could talk.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would know who he is. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
he's
the
they knew that there was a contingent of like Vortor's chosen going, and
Yeah,
maybe they
the
even had
paladins
heard
of
the name
Voltor
Dragar.
were coming back here, and we made good friends with one of them particularly. So I sent back a letter with them to my father. So it's possible that they've
Oh,
already
well,
gotten
that's
word
That's a
of
relief
what
anyway.
sort of has happened. But
Good.
yeah.
Yes. Well, I think it is in my best interests and that of your father's and this company to see you safely to your destination.
That would be wonderful.
I think that
Insight check,
Great.
Yeah,
Make an
yeah,
insight
yeah,
check.
yeah.
Yeah.
just in case. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're like in your father's best interest, in the company's
8?
best interest.
An 8.
An 8
I mean, yeah, he seems like he's gonna
seems
do
fine.
What,
Yeah. Okay.
he's doing what you want him to.
Cool.
I mean, he's not like saying, "Yes, we'll take you
Right.
where
not doing
you
like
want
this
to
with his
go."
hands.
yeah, yeah. I mean, from what you can tell, that's a completely.
What would you consider
honest,
win?
that's
Well,
that's an honest answer.
cargo.
Not again.
That I'm looking at you right now as cargo. Okay. Yeah. Just reading between the lines. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be giving off any bad vibes. He seems
Cool.
like a genuine guy. He's a guy you've known for a while, so
Yeah.
there's really nothing,
Sure.
no reason to not trust him.
Sounds good.
Just once again, there's no reason not to trust him. Just want to say that.
I'm gonna whisper to Ravi.
Now I'm just throwing doubt into your mind.
No, I'm gonna whisper to Ravi though, like, this Captain Percy might know Cecil. If your dad ran with Cecil, and this guy's a captain, I don't know. I'm leaving it to you.
I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on that
Okay.
because I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't remember the last time we slept. I think we walked up 6 stairs and then walked 5 miles and then had a fight, and now we're here. So I think, I think we're probably gonna need rest at this point.
We slept at in Moonstone at the hotel
Yeah, but that was before
Before-
all of this
yeah.
happened.
before the fight, even with
Yeah.
Time drag.
Yeah. You guys have not had a long rest in a
And
at
after a
least
6-hour
day.
trek upstairs and a 5-mile trek to here, so
Yeah. So you guys could probably use a long
my thought
rest.
was like we're in port already, so dinner, which we've had,
Mhm.
debrief.
yeah,
sleep
yeah. So
here.
they'll go out. They're going to take any supplies, and you guys put all the like belongings and stuff back. But any supplies that they can find to
Get out the fish heads.
and they'll set sail in the morning. If
Can
I
I talk
mean-
to Cookie real quick?
Moonstone's gone, so let's like go through. We can go through the town and see if we need any provisions. and
Yeah.
all that kind of
so,
stuff.
while Ravi is regaling them with the story, you're in the kitchen with Cookie,
Yep, help him
Uh,
cook dinner.
and then you come in at some point to try to. Right, you want to talk to Cookie?
Yeah. Oh, Julius, you're here, I guess.
No. Oh wait, wrong person.
No.
Get to work or get out of my kitchen. She hands you a potato peeler and
I'll just
a bag,
peel
bag
a
of
potato,
potatoes.
and I was like, a friend of mine gets seasick sometimes on the ocean, and I was just,
Oh, yeah.
if you had any, I think it's chamomile, but if you have any like of the stuff to make like a seasick tea to help prevent
Chamomile?
chamomile,
Oh, chamomile?
chamomile, I
Yes,
think.
all right.
Is that how?
Yes, no, that's how we
We're
say
from
it.
towns like very close to each other, but
What? All right. Yeah, that's right.
chamomile, is that how you call it?
She grabs some chamomile.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
out of
Is
her
that for the seasick
little-
tea stuff?
Well, yes, it's known to settle this. It's known to settle the stomach, and that's yes, I think that would do very well. For
And you don't put anything else in it?
No, why would I? You
Okay,
guys
good.
would have
Okay,
chamomile
well,
tea. It's
a
just
friend of
gonna
mine
be.
a friend of mine might use it, but cool. I'm just gonna
Oh,
toss
that's great. Oh, thank you. Thank
one
you.
potato
Yes.
and I'll walk.
Missed a fucking spot on the palate. She's mumbling under her breath.
You ever peeled a potato?
This woman, like in the kitchen, is a whiz. Like she's doing circles around you. You're like helping prepare, like boiling water and stoking the fire and stuff. And she's like 5 steps ahead of you. And she puts on a pretty good spread, like pretty quick.
Sick.
There's food out there.
Awesome.
Pretty darn fast. Yeah, and so the other merchants are who are on board here are down with this plan. They're like, well, we can go to Jaastien and we can probably
Jaro.
Yeah, they have connections there as well. They were hoping to, go to this new continent and all that stuff, but that certainly was waylaid by everything else. Yeah, so you guys get a long rest points halfway through.
Before I go to bed, I would like to spend some time reading my helping friendly book, but I also want to say a prayer. And I want to basically just like, like before bed, just like, Vortor, I know you're real. I don't know who or what you are or what's going on, but I know, or at least I think and believe that there are some bad people doing things in your name. And, but there are also some good people here who are fighting your fight and for what the people who made you wanted you to be. And, I'm just gonna go to bed.
All right.
I think I'm slightly more confused than the two timelines because I'm currently editing the second timeline.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So I'm like,
Fascinating.
wait, we just got no, we just beat the paladin.
Who are
Like,
the
what
bad
is
people?
happening?
Who are the bad people?
You didn't hear my prayers. You eavesdropping on me?
William's wondered.
It's above the table.
Or we're just like, wait, what are you saying about bad people?
We're all bunked up together, I assume.
Yeah, that could be. In which case, I will say them out loud, and then I'm happy to discuss it. Well, like, look at what we know, right? We know old gods are real. We know Vortor is real. We know the Shadow King is real. We know there are pillars on each continent, right? If you were attempting to take over the Vortorian Empire or those countries, that continent, like, where would you go? Like, what would be the easiest way to do it?
To control the pillars?
No, to control the religion. Like, look, there's no more powerful force in the continent of the Empire than the religion. Like, I think that somehow, whoever the Shadow King is, or whatever the Shadow King is, like, I think that's where the influence is in the church somewhere in the Empire. There's prophecies that his dad gave him that talk about killing the Oracle to drop the Stormwall. Like, that is a prophecy that is doing the Shadow King's bidding. It was a prophecy of Vortor. So, I don't know if it was always that way, but it seems to be at least a little bit that way now.
Certainly seems like there's usually corruption in every system. So, that certainly could be true.
But I guess if your dad had that prophecy, then we should be weary about the company here too, right?
I don't know. Prophecy ultimately wanted me alive, so.
Yeah, and also, I'm not trying to swim to Jaro.
True.
Yeah, I mean, I've met couple of these people like a few times, but I've never been in their acquaintance for this long, so I think it all's to say to be wary of what's going on, but there's no reason not to trust them right now.
Except for our suspicious GM, who was like, of course there's no reason not to trust them.
I'm just trying to
I roll an
play
8.
You know what I mean?
If you want to go up and be like, what are you doing? And then roll your insight, you do that.
No, I mean, it's not amazing that the captain's alive. Like, we have this amazing sticker that says Sea Captain, and you could have been the sea captain. And they would have
I don't
believed
want to
it.
be a sea captain.
Wow,
Fair enough.
that's what I thought was going to happen. And I go to sleep.
Turn over in your bunk. That's what I thought was going to happen. Sorry to disappoint.
Fantastic.
We could kill
Great.
him tonight.
Uh,
We could use the sticker as a letter of authenticity.
yes. All right. So then, first thing in the morning, where are you guys? You guys are right there on the
You
southern
wake up in
tip.
chains.
You wake up with guns at your face.
Oh.
sabers at your throat.
Miscalculated, guys.
And a
Sorry about
skull
that.
and crossbones flag flying from the top. No, I'm just kidding. They set sail
Line
first
number
thing in the
3.
morning. And they use your weird fishy smelling.
No.
No, they
Swahagin
I think
smelling.
it smells like smoke. I think it smells delicious.
I like it.
Great, and you guys are heading out. They're sort of going. You were literally like on the opposite side. I wonder which way would be faster. Probably to go up on the
How
northern
long
coast.
do they
Yeah,
think
that-
it will take?
2. I don't know.
Can we pump some
2
magic
days.
into this engine?
I don't think it has a crystal.
What kind of ship is this?
Bullshit Vortorian ships, man.
Just a regular wind-powered ship.
What are these canvas sails you have? This is ridiculous.
No, they're not even
No,
leaves.
We're slumming it.
What
Does this
are
thing
these?
even fly?
We're slumming
Jesus.
it.
Flying ships.
Does
We're
it?
slumming
what
it.
are you
Everyone's
talking
wearing
about?
tuxedos on this ship. And we're like,
Did
oh,
you
come
break
on.
into the liquor stores this morning? Yeah. So I think probably the
I would say favorable winds, maybe, I don't know. What, 3 to 5, like 3 days, 7 days?
This
3 to
is-
7?
Judging by how long it would have taken us to get to Inara,
yeah.
if Ben hadn't mucked that.
Yeah, I
one
mean, and,
Yeah, I'll say
sailing's
it's probably
relatively
like-
quicker too, especially if
Yeah.
the winds are favorable. You could certainly make some headway. But yeah,
I don't know. That's a
How do you know about the favorable winds, Ravi?
100 miles. Yeah, probably
This
5
is Tony
days.
talking.
Oh.
We'll say with good weather and a strong wind, you could probably cover about 100 nautical miles a day, and it's probably 500 miles. So 5 days. Sailing, full sail, right? So
Yeah,
top speeds.
booking it.
Yeah, so like 5 days probably. The first day is just sort of going up and around the Saralan coast. You can see off in the distance
Actually,
the
it might
Silver
be
Peak
very-
Mountains.
Might be a lot further than I thought.
Yeah, the scale is not exactly
Oh, okay.
correct, so don't use that. The scale there. Yeah, it's about that whole island is about 500 miles across, not
Okay.
1,000. So I think the scale is about half scale.
Word.
On our map, if you're looking at it. Great. So the first day of sailing is fair weather, and oh my god, I have something for this. Oh my god, I don't have it.
But can you find it?
Can I find it? No, absolutely not. That's fine. We'll just roll d20s.
Aw.
Fantastic. And let's see. We can push. You can push the crew to sail through the night if you want. On open water, there are stacking repercussions. The captain does not says he's willing to do it if we're trying to make top speed and maintain.
No.
Okay. Great. There are just stacking disadvantages to that if you do that. So you're basically
Day
gonna
4, we run into the bluffs.
yeah, you're gonna like drift for the evening. You can weigh anchor. You're sailing pretty close to the coast, so you
Yeah.
can probably weigh anchor for the evening and then continue.
I mean, it's not like we're in a huge hurry, but it is a race against time against the Shadow King, right? Kind of, but he doesn't know. But
I
we're
don't
not
know.
right now. We're not. It doesn't seem.
I mean, yeah, we need to make progress, but I don't think we're like
yeah. We're
Yeah.
not. We're not
we're not racing against.
racing the crew. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Fair. And then so you get to, let's say you're off the first night. You're off on the northern now coast of Sarala, and the next day you will probably be passing over into Rowana, or off,
Mhm.
a few miles off the coast or whatever. And you start to see as you sort of are looking northward, you start to see like a faint glow to the sky in the northern end of things, and it's kind of an orange glow just over the horizon, and you're not 100% sure what that is. I don't
it-
think, Ravi, you've never made this trip, right? You've never
Is
gone
it
to this.
normal?
Hey, Blind Stew.
Blind Joe.
Blind Joe.
Hey.
You know what that orange light is on the horizon there?
Ah, yes.
Never seen
Ignited Straits.
The what?
The Ignited Straits. They're
Oh.
volcanic islands that blend between here and the Fortarian Empire.
Oh, I have heard of those before. I've always
Those
wanted
are-
to see them.
Volcanoes?
Yes, a bunch of volcanic islands between here and there. Yeah, navigating through them is why you need a lookout like me.
Now that I hear that, I think the next night I'm gonna look through the Cecil's book. Cecile? Yeah.
Cecil, yeah.
And see if any treasures that he mapped
Or on the Ignited Straits.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean he's got sort of a very rough sort of map of the world, like sketched out. Like it's all
Yeah.
a lot of nothing exact, but it's like okay, this is sort of.
Does anything seem to lie in the United States?
Some of them are like closer up maps, and he's got a whole section in there about like the Ignited Straits, and there's even stuff about like they were when they were formed and when the great schism happened and all this sort of like historical text. It's a little bit of a documentary, but yeah, there's a couple places out there that are like here be treasure, like
Oh, really?
lost stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Anything named? Like what he thinks is out there? Or just like in general?
The only thing you see is that there are there's a like a drawing of these big like sort of a like just a he writes in the margins and sketches out and stuff. So these Ignited Straits, you see like this big like stone looking kind of tower or castle thing.
Okay.
And like a bunch of little stick figure men with spears, and then a large a bunch of large figures sort of manning this giant tower. In comparison, it looks like there's some sort of fortress there or something that contains like massive people, like large people.
Oh.
Big people, big volcanoes.
Yeah, it's like it's depicting some kind of great conflict that happened on the Ignited Straits.
Oh,
That there
okay.
was like an army of people that attacked whatever these monsters and these giant fortresses are. So that's about all you can gather.
Sure.
And then there's a couple of like arrows pointing like towards the map, and it's kind of just a question mark. Like something came over at some point. Like, is that follow up on that? It's like
Okay.
look into that. Sort
Okay.
of like a note for himself. That's about all you find in that
All
journal.
right.
Great. Let's see. And then you are continuing through on the next day.
One of these nights, the next night, I would like to
Night number 3.
Yeah, go to bed with a question for my dreams about locating Cecil when we get to Jaro.
Oh.
Okay. You make me an awareness check with double advantage.
Whoa.
Double
Whoa.
advantage.
Do you want to sleep with his journal too?
All through. I don't. This is good. You said awareness?
Yes.
19.
19. You are sort of up the next day. You see them sort of getting ready, and you see Boom Boom, the half-orc cannoneer, like going about his duties on the ship. And you see he has kind of just like this vest on. It's like very much too small for it. Was like a jacket that he basically had
Sure.
to tear apart to wear the uniform of they have kind of navy blue like uniforms on.
Very dandy.
And you see like he's sort of like he's grabbing this giant rope that to pull in the anchor and turn in these these big wooden wheels. And you see like for a brief second at the base of his neck you see this tattoo, like a sailor's tattoo, and it is that sort of tree-looking symbol that you realized was the double-masted symbol of Jaastien. So that and you sort of get this like just glimpse of that really quick, but then you're sort of hit with this little voice inside that says, "This guy, he's from there. Like he is from Jaastien."
Got you.
You think so? He might be a source of information for you.
Okay. Well then, I guess I will attempt to go up there.
Make words at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna think words at him. Tell me everything you know, Tusk Man. No, yeah. Sidle up there, try to make like small talk, and just be like, so, I noticed the tattoo at the back of your neck. Makes me think that maybe you're from Jaastien.
Oh, yeah, from there. Yeah.
Cool, man. Seems like a cool place. I'm excited to get there.
Oh, it's wild. Yeah. It's a great time.
Spring break.
You ever, you ever heard of?
He kind of starts like flicking the little gold ring on his tusk, like side to side. Like he's sort of like, what? Like, get to the point.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we're looking for some information. We're trying to track somebody down in Jaastien. An old man named Cecil.
Old man, eh? Well, there's a lot of old people.
Pretty famous treasure hunter. Been around for a long time.
And you see something sort of like you see a flare of like kind of curiosity and recognition in what you're saying. And he sort of like looks around for a second. He's like, "You can't talk about that right here. See me."
What about here, friend?
And he kind of like, he definitely like stops, and like the tink 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 of his little thing just stops, and he kind of gags on his own tongue for a second. He's like,
just give him a little wink.
He says, "Maybe you do know the treasure keeper. All right.
We can talk later when we get to shore. You know, when it's safe, when it's good. You just you let me know."
I always thought it was just a legend, but if you're one of the only other people that knows about him other than my clan, so we should talk.
Yeah. All right, cool.
He goes back to like hoisting the ropes. I don't know.
Doing rope things.
Rope things. It's like
roping.
strapping down the cannons. He's taking them out and like, I don't know, car washing them, stuff. I don't know.
Or doing drills.
Yeah. That's very nice.
He's like, I'm just an actor. I thought they were going to walk across the desert. I don't do this kind of stuff.
Great.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
I'm also just going to check on Julius at some point, probably before day 3. But how are you holding up, man? Are you doing okay?
How am I holding up? Am I doing okay? Seasick wise and all that jazz?
Oh, yeah. Make a might save, I guess.
Okay.
See how you're doing.
Sorry, Max.
Oh, you're cool, man.
You have
Well, I've
advantage
been
on
great for the last 2 days, but for some reason.
this. Actually, you have double advantage on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, man. I guess it's good to have Godstones or something. 19.
Oh, fair.
19? Yeah, you have been like a rock this whole time. You're like, you're starting to feel like you just got your sea legs on, man.
No, man. Thanks. No, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't even know if I was like super seasick, because I've been on boats before, but like, I think part of the reason I was turning a little blue and like maybe it kind of hurt when the mind stuff started happening. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you still look blue, but it's like the good blue, not the the
Thanks?
seasick blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, they have. I mean, you heard. Cookie's got the seasick tea if you need it. But
yeah, the
just wanted to check on you.
the chamoline.
Yeah. Chamomile.
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 Yeah.
I'll have to remember that.
We call it chamomile. It probably is the right.
Just a regional dialect, really.
Oh, sure.
Chamomile?
Those are vastly different words you just said.
Yeah, and I guess, I've kind of been reading this book, but I've learned we have a lead when we get to Jaastien. But, if we want to, and I'll pull out the the group fork. It's like, if anybody needs the fork, like it's here for us.
I think we're good, right? We have a plan. We're on the up and up. We gotta,
Is there anyone we need? Like, do we need to gather more information from anybody here? Do we need to, I don't know, be ready for things?
Julius just did, Ravi. Julius has got it.
Oh, cool. Good job, man.
He says we have a lead.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Great. So this is the end of the third day of sailing. You guys are making good time. You're just about sort of rounding the coast of Roana, and then that evening you see the ignited straits are
So
just
cool, man.
glowing
That's pretty cool.
in the sky. It's actually kind of like,
So cool.
it like flares in different colors of red and orange. It's actually rather beautiful,
That's awesome.
sort of just in the northern sky, with the moons are directly overhead. They're almost full, I think, at this point. So they're
Oh.
like waxing moon,
Sweet.
waxing gibbous.
What?
Uh,
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I bet it's gonna be fine.
You're not stuck in here with me.
Just wait till I get to spring break. You're about to see a wasted bear.
Oh, no.
yeah,
I might
and
want
then-
to. I think I might want to ask on the fourth night or fourth day or some point, Captain. What's her name? Percy.
Percy Pennyweather. Yeah.
I think I want to ask
Yes, Captain.
him, her.
Him.
Him,
Percy. Percy's
sorry.
a male.
Yeah.
The first
I don't
mate's
know.
a female.
That's why I got confused.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names you threw out at us. So
I
got
did. I threw a
confused.
lot in the unit.
What is the name of the captain that he was supposed to get orders from?
Captain Janaway?
Janaway.
Janaway.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to ask Percy about if she knows Captain Janaway at all in any way, shape, or form.
Captain Janaway. Sounds
You heard that
familiar.
name?
Yes. There was not a captain, but there was a
Old
long
dad's friends, I guess. From
Yeah, there
back
was
in the
I
day.
think she's a friend of your father's, as
Yeah.
far as I'm aware. But
Before your time, I guess.
before my time, before I joined the company, certainly. But the name's been bandied about. That's the word. Branded about. And
Name's Brandon right here.
yes.
She does that. She does that to people. She
Yes,
does
I don't.
brand people.
It's interesting you would ask about that. I haven't recalled. Now, granted, it's been a while since I've spoken with your father about the old days, but he's. Yes, he always spoke very highly of her, I suppose.
Okay.
Someone to be counted on in a crisis, as far as I know. Yes.
Yeah, that's how I understand it too. I was just curious if you'd made an acquaintance with her at all.
Yes, your father doesn't talk to you much about the old days, does he?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah,
Which
but
I don't know. I kind of knew that he had his past, but as far as I've known him, he's been my dad, an upstanding merchant sailor.
Oh, certainly. Certainly,
so
yes. He's,
but he got he's gotten there in some way, shape, or form.
yes. Time out.
Do you think you could get Captain? You think you could outdrink Captain Percy? You think you could get him? You think you could get him hammered and hear some stories about the good old days?
This is the fourth night,
Just a thought.
and we should be arriving the fifth day.
Yeah. So this is the end of this is the third night.
Third night, okay.
Yeah. So the fourth day will start after this. Yeah.
But we're arriving the fifth day. Set to arrive.
Yeah, probably towards the end of the fifth day. So you have 2 more
Sick.
days of sailing ahead of you.
Next night.
Cool. I wish you luck.
Fan.
You're gonna show up to spring break just wasted.
Yeah, man. That's
how you do it.
Yeah, gotta make an entrance.
Great.
I think we talked about that tonight in our bunks. If you're just like,
Cool.
hey,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to.
maybe we should just have a party. Like, oh, party. Yes. Be great.
Yes.
I'll
All
show
right.
my
so
dad that I
the-
can run with these guys.
The evening of the third night, you've talked with the captain. You've gone to bed. You're praying again, or
Probably.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
praying
Tour,
again?
I don't know if you can hear me, but I don't know where you are, or if everything's all right, but
you are all suddenly jarred awake in the
this
middle
is
of
where
the
it
night
all
as you
goes
feel the
down.
ship just rock to its port side,
God.
to its starboard side, and
Kraken
you
fest.
hear You hear cries of fire on the ship, fire!
Oh God,
and,
no.
There's folks. You all the sailors are jumping out. You guys are in sort of like a private cabin, but you hear people running up and down. Yeah, this is reserved for like the finer folks on the ship, and you hear just a commotion above deck, and you are rocked awake. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna grab my rapier and go help,
Okay.
just in case something. I don't know. I heard fire, but who knows what else is up
I would
there.
like to imagine that Julius has some sort of ridiculous sleeping gown. So I'm just gonna go out in my
Sleeping gown.
And it was one of those like
Oh,
stocking
yeah,
caps with a little
right,
ball on the end.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll
Hugging a teddy bear of some kind. What?
Big V for Votor
Yeah.
on his.
sure, but I'll make sure to fix my claws before I go out.
Yeah.
Just because.
Okay.
Just
As-
claws in a nightcap.
That's right, man.
As I'm running out, I'm looking at the 2 swords, and one of them's a fire, and I'm looking at 2 shields, and one of them is turtle shell, and I'm like, it can't get any worse, so I'm gonna grab the fire sword and the turtle shell shield
Okay.
to bring
Great.
with me up,
Great.
up to the
All
top.
right.
Fight fire with
Fantastic.
fire, right?
So
Probably not. Shit.
yeah. So you come
Too
out.
late.
You come out and you are on. As you come out onto the deck, you do see like at the fore of the ship at the bow that there's been like just a charred, almost like a crater in the top of the ship. It's about maybe 5-10 feet wide. It's pretty big, and there's like subsidiary flames that have come out. It looks like the ship was literally
Bucket brigade.
It was literally hit with something, and which caused it to. And you look up into the night sky, and there's just like this thick smoke now, sort of covering the stars that you were looking at, and the moons
Wonder why.
before. And you see like these streaks of red start coming from the shore side of the ship, and you see the outline of a very large, like black, jagged looking outline of a ship with no sails, and it is pretty massive compared to your vessel. And
Captain.
you see
Blind
these
Joe.
like
What? You're just saying it wasn't my shift.
Okay.
it's my sleepy time. And it seems that there is a giant ship attacking your current position, and everyone is responding to the fire on deck. These red streaks of additional fire are sort of coming from this outline of the ship as it launches these big fire, whatever they are, balls of fire that are coming at you,
balls of
landing.
fire.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Do you know whose father's ship you're attacking right now?
Do you know who my dad is?
Just wait till my father hears about this, Potter.
And you see reaching up over the side of the deck is a fist about the size of a small child as it grabs.
It's really small then. It's really tiny.
No, the entire fist is as big as like a halfling man.
littlest-
Like it's a big,
The littlest, cutest hand.
big old hand, like this
What the
sort of
fuck?
slate gray, ashen sort of colored skin, and it reaches over the deck and it grabs Captain Percy and pulls it off the ship and into the depths below. You see like just steam and smoke sort of rising up from the spot in the water where he just disappeared.
Volcano people.
I might have accidentally prayed for this the other night, Julius.
What?
I don't know. I feel bad now.
What did you pray?
Just for the captain, but it was kind of a joke, but now I feel bad.
You prayed for the captain to get taken by ash people?
I wanted to use the sticker.
You're
What
the
is
captain
going
now.
on
Look
with
at
you
me. I am
lately?
the captain now. And as you see the captain disappear off the side of the ship, you see Gunny and Boom Boom, and everyone's starting to go for like weapons now, no longer concerned with the fire. And you see again that sort of from the other side of the ship this time, one of those big ham-sized fists come up over the side. This time it's attached to a humanoid form.
What the hell is going on?
And
Captain, no.
You see a red-eyed, like ash gray guy with who is probably about 15 feet tall as he climbs his way over onto the deck of the ship and pulls out. He has a big like blade sword. It's like the size of probably about 10 feet long, this giant sword, and he just and it just ignites with flame and magma and it's like glowing on the inside.
You grabbed the fire sword, huh?
Now I want that one.
Yeah, and you see what looks to be a fire giant has climbed aboard your ship. The whole ship just kind of veers to one side as he climbs his way up. We're going to need to roll initiative, and we'll find out what happens to Jorva's tail next time here at the Peak.